Your partner's been acting strange lately. Late nights at work, guarding their phone, and those unexplained credit card charges. You brush it off, thinking, they'd never cheat on me. But the truth is shocking. 39% of women and 35% of men admit to cheating in relationships. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into the psychology of infidelity, revealing 9 eye-opening facts about why people cheat and how to spot a cheater. Stay tuned, because #7 might just save your relationship. Understanding the cheater's mind. Before jumping into the 9 facts, let's explore what's really going on inside a cheater's brain. It's not as simple as bad people do bad things. Most cheaters consider themselves good, moral individuals. So, how do they justify their actions? The concept of moral disengagement, or MD, is key. This psychological trick allows people to act against their own moral standards without feeling guilty. It's like a mental gymnastics routine that cheaters perform to convince themselves that their actions aren't really that bad. A cheater might tell themselves, "It was just a one-time thing, it doesn't count," or "My partner hasn't been paying attention to me, so I deserve this." These rationalizations help them maintain their self-image as a good person, while engaging in behavior they know is wrong. Now that we've grasped this crucial concept, let's dive into the 9 facts that will expose the cheater's brain and help you navigate the treacherous waters of infidelity. 1. The Similarity Trap. Something that might surprise you. Cheaters often end up with partners who are just as likely to cheat. A study from the University of Innsbruck found that couples tend to have similar levels of moral disengagement. In other words, birds of a feather really do flock together, even when it comes to infidelity. This doesn't mean that all couples with high MD cheat, but it does increase the risk. If you and your partner both tend to bend the rules in other areas of life, you might be more susceptible to infidelity. It's like having 2 people with matches in a room full of fireworks. The potential for explosion is much higher. What can you do about it? Be aware of your own tendencies and those of your partner. If you notice a pattern of rule bending or justifying small indiscretions, it might be time for a frank discussion about values and boundaries in your relationship. 2. The satisfaction paradox. You'd think that cheaters would be unsatisfied in their relationships, right? Prepare to have your mind blown. The same study found that couples with high levels of moral disengagement actually reported less dissatisfaction in their relationships. How is this possible? It's all about expectations. These couples might have lower standards for fidelity and honesty, so they are less likely to be disappointed when those standards aren't met. It's a classic case of ignorance is bliss, until it isn't. This paradox highlights the importance of setting clear expectations in a relationship. Don't assume you and your partner are on the same page when it comes to fidelity. Have open, honest conversations about what constitutes cheating and what you both expect from the relationship. 3. The double-edged sword of suspicion. Things get really interesting when we look at the link between cheating and suspicion. People who are more likely to cheat are also more likely to suspect their partners of cheating. It's like the old saying, "It takes one to know one." This suspicion can create a vicious cycle. A partner prone to cheating might become overly jealous and controlling, pushing their partner away and potentially into the arms of someone else. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that can destroy relationships from the inside out. Breaking this cycle requires self-awareness and trust. If you find yourself constantly suspicious of your partner, it might be worth examining your own behavior and attitudes. Are you projecting your own tendencies onto them, or are there legitimate reasons for concern? Either way, open communication is key to addressing these issues. 4. The cognitive dissonance dance. Moral disengagement doesn't completely erase a cheater's discomfort about their actions. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they engage in mental acrobatics to justify it. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that cheaters tend to downplay the significance of their infidelity. They might say things like, "It's not who I typically am," or "It wasn't that important." This cognitive dissonance dance allows them to maintain their self-image while continuing their behavior. Understanding this process can help both cheaters and their partners. For cheaters, recognizing these mental gymnastics is the first step to changing behavior. For partners, it explains why a cheater might seem unremorseful or dismissive of their actions. 5. The slippery slope of small indiscretions. Cheating rarely starts with a dramatic heat-of-the-moment decision. The truth is much more insidious. It often begins with small, seemingly innocent actions that gradually escalate. Exchanging phone numbers with an attractive coworker, having private conversations on social media, or meeting up with an ex just to catch up might not seem like cheating, but they can create an emotional connection that leads to full-blown infidelity. The study we mentioned earlier used a 33-item list of behaviors to assess infidelity, ranging from these small indiscretions to more obvious acts of cheating. The key takeaway? Infidelity is a spectrum, and it's important to be aware of where you and your partner draw the line. To protect your relationship, be mindful of these small steps. Discuss boundaries with your partner and be honest with yourself about your intentions in seemingly innocent interactions. 6. The dark triad connection. While the researchers didn't specifically measure this, they noted a connection between moral disengagement and what psychologists call the dark triad of personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. People high in these traits are more likely to engage in infidelity and other unethical behaviors. They're also more skilled at rationalizing their actions and manipulating others. If you notice your partner displaying these traits, like excessive self-importance, a lack of empathy, or a tendency to manipulate, it might be a red flag for potential infidelity. However, it's important not to jump to conclusions. These traits exist on a spectrum, and everyone displays them to some degree. The key is to look for patterns of behavior and how they impact your relationship. 7. The empathy gap. This fact could save your relationship. Understanding the psychology of cheating doesn't mean excusing it. Many cheaters know their behavior is wrong, but do it anyway. This empathy gap, the inability to fully consider the emotional impact of their actions on their partner, is a crucial factor in infidelity. Bridging this empathy gap through open communication and emotional vulnerability can strengthen your relationship and reduce the risk of cheating. It's not about accusing or blaming, but about fostering a deeper understanding between partners. Try exercises that build empathy, like actively listening to your partner's concerns without judgment or sharing your own vulnerabilities. These practices can create a stronger emotional bond and make it less likely for either partner to seek connection outside the relationship. 8. The moral compass, calibration. Cheaters often consider themselves moral people, which points to a larger issue: the calibration of one's moral compass. Just like a real compass can be thrown off by magnetic interference, our moral compasses can be skewed by various factors. These might include past experiences and traumas, cultural norms and expectations, peer influences, personal rationalizations. Recognizing that our moral compasses might need recalibration from time to time is crucial. It's not about being perfect, but about striving to align our actions with our values and being open to growth and change. Take time to reflect on your values and how they align with your actions. If you notice a discrepancy, it might be time to recalibrate. This could involve therapy, self-reflection, or honest conversations with trusted friends or partners. 9. The path to redemption. A ray of hope in all this. Cheating doesn't have to be the end of a relationship. While it's undoubtedly a painful and traumatic experience, some couples do manage to rebuild trust and create even stronger bonds after infidelity. The key factors in moving forward include genuine remorse and accountability from the cheater, a willingness to be transparent and rebuild trust, open and honest communication about the underlying issues, professional help such as couples therapy, a mutual commitment to growth and change. It's not an easy road, but for some couples, it can lead to a deeper understanding and a more resilient relationship. The process often involves confronting uncomfortable truths, both about the infidelity and about the relationship dynamics that may have contributed to it. For the cheater, this means taking full responsibility for their actions and being willing to do the hard work of rebuilding trust. This might involve complete transparency about their activities, cutting off contact with the affair partner, and consistently showing through actions that they are committed to the relationship. For the betrayed partner, it involves working through feelings of hurt and betrayal, learning to trust again, and also examining any ways they may have contributed to relationship issues, without taking blame for the cheating itself. Both partners need to be committed to open, honest communication. This means creating a safe space to express feelings without judgment, even when those feelings are difficult or painful. It also means being willing to listen and truly hear each other, even when the truth is uncomfortable. Professional help can be invaluable in this process. A trained therapist can provide tools for effective communication, help both partners process their emotions, and guide the couple through the stages of healing and rebuilding trust. Final thoughts. Understanding the psychology of cheating isn't about excusing the behavior or becoming paranoid. It's about recognizing the complex factors that contribute to infidelity and using that knowledge to strengthen your relationships. Now, here are your key takeaways. 1. Moral disengagement is a powerful force that allows people to justify unethical behavior. Be aware of this tendency in yourself and others. 2. Infidelity often starts small. Pay attention to boundaries and communicate openly with your partner about what constitutes cheating in your relationship. 3. Building empathy, trust, and open communication can help protect your relationship from the ravages of infidelity. 4. A strong moral compass and genuine connection with your partner are your best defenses against cheating. 5. Even after infidelity, some relationships can be saved with hard work, commitment, and often professional help. Stay vigilant, but also stay open-hearted. Love and trust are risks worth taking when approached with wisdom and understanding. By being aware of the psychological factors that contribute to cheating, you can better protect your relationship and foster a deeper, more honest connection with your partner. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.